Am I the only one who thought maybe this series would be over this week?
But
Yeah, so it felt like we should be done. We had such an amazing time. Um, After that, I thought, okay, now we have a house. Except actually, we just got started. We didn't have a real clear plan of what was supposed to happen this week. But as soon as we started looking at what was supposed to happen this week, the workload really hadn't dropped at all. Only the adrenaline had.
Well, we spent the first couple of days after the raising just sort of recovering. It was a lot of work just to get there, and then having the event and everything was it was a lot of fun, and but it's stressful also and a lot of work. So we took just a couple of days just to look at it and sort of get our bearings and figure out what was to happen next. And then I've spent a couple of days now, almost 3 days, just installing the steel brackets that the tie rods get welded to. The weather changed almost immediately after the frame raising, and it's a lot colder, which is a reminder that winter is on its way. So I do feel a certain amount of pressure to keep moving, which makes me want to stay up late at night and work on it, and just push as hard as I possibly can.
Real talk, this is the hardest week for me we've had so far.
I'm feeling a little kind of sad because Dad's always working.
what is he working on?
Our house. I mean, I love to have a house, but I don't understand why he has to work like until it's almost my bedtime.
Yeah. Do you think it's easy to build a house?
No. But I still don't understand.
Do you miss him?
Yeah.
That's our 8-year-old, and we have really promised him that he would have a room other than just the top bunk bed by the time he's 10. He doesn't know that he's actually a source of the pressure on his dad.
All right, so we'll do some of the same, but not.
Here, Nick and our friend Sarah are squaring up the frame before the posts get welded to the foundation. That's a time pressure deadline that kind of snuck up on us. We had a particular time to have the welding done, and a series of things that needed to be done before that could happen.
A measurement up high here, and then we'll have two things to compare. So the snow load where we live is pretty significant, and the open design that we did with no ridge beam and a usable loft space left the roof a little vulnerable to being overloaded with snow. So we added steel tie rods that would sort of counteract that force. I didn't do the welding, although I have quite a bit of welding experience. I haven't done it in a long time, but we got a friend from up the hill to come and do the welding, and he's a professional. He knew what he was doing, and he was quick about it, and everything looks real good. I'm not a purist in any way, so a little bit of steel that helps us keep our nice big open design really seemed like a worthwhile thing to do.
So we did make our deadlines, despite a somewhat rocky beginning.
But I think we're getting back on track now. the frame is welded to the foundation and the steel work is all done. I'm about to start doing roof, so we're getting back on track. But we definitely had a slow period there where we had to regroup. Eventually, I made a little time for my family. It was hard to sort of look away from the project, especially not knowing exactly what I needed to do next. But I had to do it. I had to take a little rest.
Fouch-O-Matic Off-Grid is a project of Nick Fouch and Esther Emery. Stick with us, we hope to show you every step of a DIY off-grid cabin. Thanks for watching.